Gareth Kwok here with DeVon Pouncey, and we are very pleased to have from OneShot Comics and Coffee, Monica Schrock. Monica, thanks so much for hopping on.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, what's it been like getting to enjoy the remix and the inaugural season here at Childs for the first time ever?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I just remember hearing about it when I was formerly working at the Blazers. I was so excited about the concept and that we were getting it, and I knew Rip City was going to be all over it, so it's been super cool.
Well, tell us the collaboration. How did it come to be between OneShot Comics and with the remix? Just how did it all happen?
Yeah, so I was working at the Blazers in marketing, which was super cool, great experience, and I left to start OneShot, to do something that I've been dreaming about for a really long time. So when I met Natalie, who's partnerships here at the Remix, it was kind of a no-brainer. Hoops, comics, coffee, my three favorite things, the intersection there. So I was happy to be able to be here for the inaugural season. I knew that like the family audience, all the wonderful people that are going to come to the Remix games were who we'd want to be at our pop-ups for comics and coffee. So it seemed like a no-brainer.
It's a lot of costumes in here today. Have you been checking them out a bit?
I have.
What's your favorite one so far?
So many good masks. Oh man, I think there was someone dressed up as Groot, which was little baby Groot, which was a good one, a really good one. But I'm loving that people are into it. They're coming in costume. It's really, really cool to see.
I think it's helped with the turnout here today too. We got a pretty good one.
Absolutely.
As Miles was fouled in the corner by DeRougy going for the three. Now, what are some of your favorite comic books, Marvel comic books? I know it's a tough question. It's a pretty, there's a lot of options, right?
It's a big universe. It's a big universe. But I have some favorites for sure. Deadpool is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Love Deadpool. Moon Knight, also another great one. I love Moon Knight. Secret Avengers are great too. And then She-Hulk. I have so many favorites. Like you said, it's really hard to choose.
Go on and on
I
and
could
on,
just
right?
go on. Yeah, I could go on.
Monica Schrock from OneShot Comics and Coffee joining us here on Fox 12 Plus. Hagen's trying to dump it into Baji. Baji was grabbed. How cool is it too? You get to see some current Blazers, and here they are on the remix floor here.
On the court. It's a Loki. So cool. So many good costumes. I love hoops. Love the Blazers. I'll watch basketball in any form. I was here on Friday watching the Oregon State Girls Championship, so I'm here for all of it.
Yes, there's been a lot of basketball happening this month. And it's a busy week. You can catch your remix and catch your Blazers on each and every day as DeRougy trying to throw it down on Alatishe, and instead DeRougy will go to the line. Now, were you here for Thrift Night back in February? Were you guys here?
We were here. We had a booth. It was basically our like launch was Thrift Night. It was kind of last minute, and we were like, okay, let's get it together and let's launch here. So our first two events have been at the Remix Games, which has been a dream come true for sure.
And how was it?
Oh my God, it was so good. The turnout was great. People were really excited. So many great vendors, like with their thrift like hauls with all the like sports apparel, and then some other great drink people. Plansketball was there, one of my favorite shops here in Portland.
I'm currently holding the collab comic book here.
Yeah.
you got obviously, you collabing with the Remix in the NBA G League. Kind of what went into the process when you decided to put this comic book together and ultimately be able to have the opportunity to create utilizing Marvel and superheroes along with Rip City Remix basketball?
Yeah, we're so excited to be in there. So when Natalie gave us the opportunity to have an ad in the comic.
As I hold it up for whatever camera's looking at me here.
Photon on the back, Monica Rambeau, so good. But when Natalie told us that Marvel was doing a G League comic, we were like, oh my gosh, we have to be in there. So we immediately got our ad in there and are so stoked to read it after I've been giving out sample drinks, so I haven't gotten to read it yet, but I'm excited to see what's in there.
What's been the feedback so far as Brown throws it down and one chance for Greg Brown? What's been the feedback so far from consumers and just other business partners?
Oh yeah, so this is our first time with drinks tonight or today at the game. So we've been getting good feedback, and we're excited to get some comic inventory out there. We'll be popping up starting next month in Portland and Vancouver. So feedback's been good, but we're excited to grow even more.
Monica Schrock from OneShot Comics and Coffee joining us here. This is Brown at the line to shoot the and one, and to make it now a 1-point game. Was there an inspiration at all for coming down this route of going comics and coffee and basketball? Just was there an aha moment for you?
Ooh, yeah. So I worked at a comic book shop in Los Angeles for a long time. Shout out Secret Headquarters. And I've loved comics since I was a kid. And coffee's a similar thing. It's really like my interests coming together, and I just found a way to make it work. And it all fell in line. You know when things are just meant to be? It all just fell in line.
The puzzle pieces just all aligned, right?
Just aligned. Everyone was into it. There were ways to kind of like feed basketball into the situation. So I'm just like out here doing what I want to do and making it work, kind of.
That's dope.
Making it happen.
Now you are a East Bay native, are you?
Yes, I'm from the East Bay, and then I grew up in Dallas, Texas, and LA as well.
Throws it down, gives Rip City back the lead.
Let's go.
Well, DeVon and I were also both from the East Bay originally.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Both of y'all?
As Brown lays it in, yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Look at the connection here on
Right?
the call, huh?
You didn't even know
Who would have
that.
known? I had no idea.
We both are.
Oh, man.
Born and raised.
But we've been enjoying Portland as Demoy from downtown. Count it, and the foul for Hodge.
And one.
He said, I'll make it 3, but I want the chance to try to bump it up to 4. How about that shot and the concentration for Demoy Hodge there, being able to knock down the three-pointer while getting fouled. But a guy who can shoot it like him with his efficiency shouldn't surprise you much at all.
Now, you grew up in Texas, in the Dallas area, but David Robinson was your favorite player growing up, right?
When I started playing basketball, I was tall at an early age. Clearly, that didn't work out for me, but I grew really fast. And so it was one of my dad's favorite players. So David Robinson quickly became, and then that was like, you know, the Spurs were really good in that era. Manu Ginobili, I love his game.
Yes.
There's so many good players. But definitely grew up going to Warriors before we moved from the Bay, and then Dallas Maverick games. So that 2011 Dallas Maverick run was a good time.
Time out on the floor. Monica, thanks so much for hopping on.
Thanks
it was a pleasure.
for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Thank
So
you.
nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.